Okay, objective case pronouns. Objective case pronouns serve in three different ways. First way is as direct objects. Here's an example. I picked him to be the leader of the group. A direct object answers who or what after a verb. So in this case, the word him answers whom I picked. Objective case pronouns also function as indirect objects. Here's an example of an indirect object. My parents gave me a present for my birthday. So what did my parents give? My parents gave a present. So present functions as the direct object. To whom did my parents give a present? They gave me. Therefore, me is the indirect object. Here's another example of a pronoun functioning as a direct object. Our neighbor drove Pat and me to the library. Whom did our neighbor drive? Pat and me. Therefore, me functions as a direct object. It tells whom our neighbor drove. Mrs. Diaz praised both boys, Sam and him. Whom did Mrs. Diaz praise? Him. Functions as a direct object. And then lastly, Father helped Frank and me. Whom did Father help? Frank and me. Direct object. Indirect objects. Aunt Louise gave Gwen and me the directions. What did Aunt Louise give? Directions. So that's the direct object. And then to whom did Aunt Louise give the directions? Me functions as the indirect object. I gave him his money back. What did I give? Money. Direct object. To whom did I give the money? Him. Indirect object. And you must pay him what you owe. This is a little tricky. The last part of the sentence, what you owe, is a noun clause, but it functions as the direct object. You must pay what? You must pay what you owe. To whom do you pay what you owe? Him. You're looking at the indirect object. Objective case pronouns serving as objects of the preposition. If you're familiar with prepositions, then you should easily identify pronouns functioning as the objects to those prepositions. Here's the preposition to. Pronoun that follows is the object of the preposition. I want to work for him. Preposition for. Pronoun that follows, object to the preposition. And then I went to school with them. Preposition with requires the object of the preposition. And here's a thorough list of the prepositions. Let's do some applied practice. How do these pronouns function? Michael knows how to do the math problem, but blank won't share his answers with anyone. I need a pronoun in the blank, which refers back to Michael. So I need a pronoun he or him. He, nominative case, him, objective case. I have to use nominative case because the verb share takes as its subject the pronoun he that fills in the blank. Next sentence, are your ears ringing? We've been talking about, refers back to your, so we're talking about you. What's the function of you? Well, the word before you is a preposition. So you is the object to that preposition. Is it blank who called you last night? In this case, I have the subject of the sentence here. And the linking verb is requires a nominative case pronoun, a predicate nominative, to follow. The word he renames, identifies, or explains the subject it. I called blank last night. Recognize that I have the verb in the sentence. A pronoun comes after the verb and tells whom I called. I have to use an objective case pronoun. It functions as a direct object. So I have direct object here, predicate, nominative here. Because you comes after the preposition, I have an object to the preposition. And then in my first sentence, he functions as a subject of share, so I have a pronoun functioning as a subject.